U.S. government report proposed nuking our moon. This is from a newly released document revealing what they had planned. This is on Live Science. The agency was funding secret research. The U.S. government's now defunct Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP, spent millions of taxpayer dollars to research bizarre experimental technology such as invisibility cloaks, anti-gravity devices, traversable wormholes, and a proposal to tunnel through the moon with nuclear explosives, according to dozens of documents obtained by Vice.com. The documents, which include nearly 1,600 pages of reports, proposals, contracts, and meeting notes, reveal some of the stranger priorities of ATIP, a secretive Department of Defense program. It ran from 2007 to 2012, but only became known to the public in 2017 when the program's former director resigned from the Pentagon. That year, ATIP became synonymous with UFOs, thanks to several now infamous videos of an unidentified aircraft moving in seemingly impossible ways that former director Luis Elizondo leaked to the press after his resignation. But the new document suggests ATIP was up to more than just investigating reported UFO encounters. The entire catch of 51 documents obtained by Vice via a Freedom of Information Act FOIA request filed 4 years ago can be read here in the link of the article. Perhaps most intriguing among the documents are the several dozen Defense Intelligence Reference Documents, DIRDs, which discuss the viability of various advanced technologies. This collection includes reports on traversable wormholes, stargates, and negative energy. Could you believe that? High-frequency gravitational wave communications, warp drive, dark energy, and the manipulation of extra dimensions, and many other topics that will soon sound familiar to fans of science fiction. Well, this is what they were into. Now, many of the reports stress the impracticalities of implementing advanced technologies. In the DIRD report on invisibility cloaking, for example, the authors, whose names have been redacted in all of the reports, write that, quote, perfect cloaking devices are impossible because they require materials where the speed of light approaches infinity, end quote. However, cloaking devices that make objects invisible to microwave-based sensors, such as radars and motion detectors, are definitely within reach of the present technology, the report authors wrote. Other reports do not shy away from bold, sometimes outlandish proposals for realizing advanced technologies. In one report on negative mass propulsion, the authors propose a plan to look for extremely lightweight metals in the center of the moon that may be 100,000 times lighter than steel, but still have the strength of steel, they said. To reach the center of the moon, though, the authors suggest blasting a tunnel through the lunar crust and mantle using thermonuclear explosives. Of course, the U.S. has not nuked the moon and shows no immediate intention to. NASA upcoming Artemis missions plan to return humans to the moon for the first time since the Apollo era, with the ultimate goal of establishing a sustainable human presence there. Rattling the moon with nuclear explosions would likely prove contrary to this mission. Well, of course, if they were starting to bomb the moon, nuke the moon, obviously you would not have any type of colonies or missions there. Now, whether these DIRD documents ever led to any long-term investments in advanced technologies is unclear. According to Vice, much of ATIP's agenda relied on contract research from a private company called Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies, BAASS, the company run by Robert Bigelow, a personal friend of late Senator Harry Reid, who was responsible for the creation of ATIP, was awarded a $10 million contract for their first year of research for the program, according to Vice reports. This latest FOIA document dump arrives just 3 weeks after British tabloid The Sun obtained more than 1,500 pages of documents related to alleged UFO encounters, catalogued by ATIP. Of course, they got this from FOIA request, And in those documents, they talk about radiation burns, encounters of extraterrestrial encounters of the third kind, and even unexplained for pregnancies. Now, including among those documents or report the alleged biological effects of UFO encounters on humans, the report listed paralysis, apparent abduction, and unaccounted for pregnancies, as the report stated. Vice reporters will be delving into their newly acquired database of ATIP documents in detail over the coming weeks, and definitely we'll hear more of what they find. This was originally published online with Science by Brian Spector. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.